On today's episode, we are doing tyres. I'm going to attempt to change and balance my own scooter tyres at home. So I've got two tyres here, a set of Michelin Reggaes, a set of Motion Pro bead braking tools, Motion Pro rim shields, some tyre weights, some tyre valves, a set of skateboard bearings that I use to build this contraption here, a tyre balancing jig. I'll take you through that too. So let the fun begin. Alright guys, if you're anything like me, one thing I hate doing is getting tyres done at the bike shop. Whether it be for my car or my bike for that matter, I just hate doing. It's not an all-day job, but for whatever reason you need to put aside a whole day just to let them do it. So this time I thought, stuff it, I'm going to buy the tools, I'm going to have a go at doing it from home. Alright, so the first thing that we did was we put some Windex around the bead. Then we took the Motion Pro tyre levers, the forked one, and we inserted it in the bead. Dig it right in there. Now the one with the tongue went inside like so, and we joined them two together, push down, and this one didn't break as well. It's all right, we'll move around. So insert him in. I can already tell it's easier now. There you go, bead's broken. Push it down. Beautiful. Success. We turn him over. Same thing. Goes. And there you go, bead's broken. All right, so we start by heating it up. Plenty of heat. They don't fit so well. The brake system there. Maybe on the outside. Alright, we take the spoon end of the lever, and we jam it in there. We lift it over. Take the other one. We'll lift it over again. Double power. Alright. Take one out. Bit violent and jam it in. Pull him over again. Kind of do this all the way around. Another one in there. We jam him in. Gotta get a bit violent with it. Yesterday, I was just being nice about it. Maybe a bit more heat there. You can see I've got a fair bit of it going now. You've just got to keep it in there. That's the trickiest part, because it does tend to want to come back out like that. You kind of like put one in, pull one out, and move around. Beautiful. And just pull it over. So far, so good. Alright, now we've got one side loose. And turn him over. And remember, you've got the gully here in the wheel, in the rim. And you've got the bead area. Now you want the bead of the tyre on the bottom side to sit in the gully, not on the bead. That way you allow yourself maximum movement within the tyre and the rim to pull him over. Alright, so again, you want to start by warming up the tyre. Alright, tyre's warmed up. Bit of lube. Insert the rim saver in the back. Take any tyre lever, it doesn't matter for this side. Get him in there. Over the top. It's easy to start to the side of the rim protector. That way you got more room to jam the next tyre lever in. Like that. And you work your way around. Like that. Bit more lube. Struggling a little bit. Getting frustrated. Making progress now. You beauty! Now go enjoy a beer. But of course we're only halfway. We still got to get the bastards back on. we've got the tyre half over the wheel. Now we've got to get the outside bead over the wheel as well. Just a little bit of lube on the inside, just to aid it in sliding over. Alright, so it starts off pretty easy. Just get most of it by hand. A bit of heat. Oh, the heat helps so much. Right, I think I'm past the point where the heat is any help. So I'm going to jam the rim savers in there, and hopefully I can do the best rest like this. Alright, that's a big bit over. That's a big bit over, beauty. It's a hard bit though. As you gain a little bit on one side, you'll lose a little bit on the other. I reckon one last push, I'm going to get this. And we're in. I don't know what's better, doing it yourself at home or wasting a whole day at the tyre shop. You decide if you want to go through this. But I'm pretty sure the more and more you do it, the easier it'll get. Here is the balancing jigs that I made. 2 of them, aluminium angle 50 by 50. And 2 skateboard bearings on each one. Just bolted in with some wing nuts so I can adjust the tension quite easily, and then they're clamped down on the jack stand. You make sure that they're level across the top and you're good to go. Moving along to balancing the tyres. The red electrical tape indicates the heaviest spot on the tyre. I've already done this. And as you can see, the tyre rotates around and stops at the bottom where the electrical tape is. Every single time. Now that we know where our heaviest spot is on the tyre and rim combo, we can start applying some tyre weights to even it out. I'm going to start with 3 little weights. I'm going to apply them to some masking tape, and then we're going to add them opposite the low point, just like so. Now hopefully this balances out the tyre, so wherever we stop it, the tyre should stop. And that's looking like a success. Now I'd go out on a limb and say that tyre's pretty well balanced. Wherever we stop it, it stops. But just for shits and giggles, let's see what happens if we add a whole row of tyre weights. So what we've got here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put them up here. Let's see how unbalanced it is now. And you can already see it's just started to fall. There you go. I'm pretty sure that will end up being the bottom part. Bingo. Well, we knew that would happen. Alright, back with the 3 weights on. Wherever we stop the tyre, it should stop. It should stop anywhere. We'll let him go, and he'll stop anywhere every time. I'm going to call that a success. Front wheel tyre, perfectly balanced. Alright, balancing the rear wheel is a little bit harder than the front wheel. As you just saw, the front wheel, you just use the front axle. The rear wheel's a little bit different because it's got the spline and then it steps down. So what I did is I went to my hardware store, I got some aluminium tube, and I just wrapped electrical tape around it, and you can see there's a bit of step in it. So we slide him through the spline, and then the step locks in the high point, and it's a pretty snug fit. Alright, tyres up on the jig. It's time to find our heaviest point, so we'll rotate the tyre until where he stops. Now I've got a funny feeling this one's already balanced pretty well. So we'll put our tape there, we'll rotate again, and it stops in a different spot and it won't fall back. So I actually think this tyre and wheel is pretty well balanced, because it's not really falling, it just stops. Wherever we stop, so I think it's actually pretty good, this one. But just to rule out any issues, we'll stick some weight on it and see what happens. So we've got 2 weights, stick it to the tape, and we'll just put it where the red one is, just to make it easier. Alright. And now you can see it's starting to come back down. And we'll go this way, see what happens, and it comes back down. Put it up the top, see what happens. And around it goes. So I actually think this one's balanced pretty well by itself, the way it is. So I'm going to leave that one done and call it a day. Now, Michelin do state their tyres are very well balanced from the factory, so the only real difference you'll get should be in the rim anyway. But I'm pretty happy with that. And that's the end of the video. 2 scooter tyres successfully changed, depending on interpretation of course, with nothing but the tools laid out here in front of me, all done by hand. Run through of the tools again: a set of Motion Pro bead breakers, a set of Motion Pro rim protectors, some tyre weights, some skateboard bearings, a level to ensure the tyre sits level on the stands. Would I recommend you do this yourself? Absolutely I would. It's another skill that you've obtained. It's another thing to add to your arsenal. Of course, that's all good. If you're trying to do it on brand new painted rims, probably pay a professional to do it, because I did put little chips here and there in it. Nothing too bad, of course. But if you don't like to struggle, and if you just prefer to get someone else to do it, go down to the tyre shop and pay them to do it. It's all up to you. Maybe go shopping, get a coffee or something like that. That's entirely your prerogative. The most expensive thing were these, the Motion Pro Bead Pro tyre breakers. They're about 130 bucks from Amazon. This was pretty cheap. These were cheap, and of course that was cheap. Making the jig, yeah, it took a little bit of time to do it, but hey, you know, it's part of the fun. I enjoy doing that type of stuff. You might not. It's up to you, really. And if you enjoyed the video, if you like to see me struggle, leave a like, leave a comment. If you got any tips on how I could do it better the next time, of course, I'm all open to suggestions. Maybe it was just that it was a scooter wheel, pretty small, not much give in the tyre, that made it difficult. I don't know. But hey, we're all here to learn. So like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.